In the headlines, police discover new evidence at a location in Newfoundland where skeletal remains were found this week. One man arrested in connection with Tuesday's armed robbery in Goodwill, and a Catholic priest believed Dominica could benefit from faith-based tourism. I am Kenny Williams with the Channel 5 News. Details after this.
Introducing the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz has joined with Ashley Furniture, the #1 selling home furnishings brand in America, to bring you the most extraordinary furniture selection at unbeatable prices. It's now easier than ever before to find that perfect furniture piece for your home. And what's more, you can add that special touch with the right accent piece from our range of designer accessories from Ashley. Create the perfect look for your home with the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home. Visit the new Ashley Gallery at our Roseau store.
There's a place in Portsmouth that's mellow.
The products and services are just mellow.
Located on Harbour Lane in Portsmouth, next to the St. John's School, it's Milo's Bakery.
Milo's Bakery offers a wide variety of tasty pastries and breads for your satisfaction.
Baked fresh and soft.
So come to Milo's for your tasty pastries. Open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Saturday and from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays.
Call 445-4044 today.
Reliable, anytime, anywhere, instantly, free. That's the benefit of using RBC Royal Online Internet Banking and ATM services. Pay bills, check balances, transfer funds, and more. Enjoy the freedom of banking on your own terms. Plus, get a chance to win up to $4,000. Sign up today. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean to find out more. Special conditions apply. RBC Royal Bank. It's all about you.
I love family traditions, don't you? The fun you have when you're all together, preparing a meal that you'll all enjoy. Having the right kitchen appliances help bring it all together, and you can find them at Quartz. Appliances that give you more, fridges that keep food fresher, stoves that cook meals better. At Quartz, you get the world's best brands at the best prices. I love that, and you will too. For small and large kitchen appliances, Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back. Police say they have found an identity card among human remains discovered in Newfoundland area earlier this week. The remains were discovered around 2 p.m. on Monday by a resident of the area.
The discovery was reported to the La Plaine police station. A nylon rope was met secured to a mango tree directly above the skeletal remains. The identification card of a French citizen was also met at the scene. The scene was processed by the Crime Scenes Unit of the Criminal Investigations Department. The skeletal remains was removed and secured for investigations. A coroner's inquest will be convened.
In more police news, one man is in custody following an armed robbery in Goodwill on Tuesday.
One male adult of Silver Lake is in police custody in relation to an allegation of robbery and shooting with intent which occurred about 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, the 12th of April 2016 at 42 Murphy's Lane in Goodwill. According to initial police investigations, one individual wearing a mask and armed with a pistol robbed the business place of Bernard Simeon of an unspecified amount of cash. While fleeing the scene, the suspect shot a 31-year-old male customer, Joseph Detouche of Solomon Lane in Goodwill. Detouche sustained a gunshot wound to his lower hip. He was transported to the Accident and Emergency Department of the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was seen by a medical doctor and admitted. Investigations are ongoing.
Anyone with information on the police matter is asked to call the Criminal Investigations Department at 266-5164, 266-5165, and 266-5119, or Crime Stoppers Dominica at 1-800-8477. Meantime, Bernard Simeon, the owner of the shop targeted in Tuesday's armed robbery, says he is considering strengthening security at his place due to the incident. Simeon, a former prison officer, told Channel 5 News his daughter, wife and himself usually share a shift system to man the shop.
No, I've never experienced something like that, and I never did expect something like that. You know, it's a very small community here, and the neighbors are the ones supporting me. I was stunned. I just don't know what to do. This is the first time I experienced a man pulling a gun on me. And besides that, the customer that was in the shop got hurt, and I am not too happy about it. It could have been me if I was the only one in the shop at the time. He tried his very best to apprehend the gunman, and this is what happened.
Simeon says the gunman left with a little over $200.
But I think I would have to ask the police for some assistance. Shop owners should be equipped with whatever necessary to defend themselves. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I never thought of it before, but having faced that predicament, I think most of the people who are having a business, serious business, should equip themselves.
Some of the people who left Petit Savan after Tropical Storm Erica have moved back to the village, but there are others who never left. Channel 5 News visited the area on Wednesday to capture life in the southeastern community for those who are currently living there. Here is Idona John Baptist with more.
A community separated by Tropical Storm Erica, yet its people united by their community spirit, pride, and love for each other. With roads, homes, and businesses destroyed, government has declared here uninhabitable. The people of Petit Savan, however, continue to stand resolute as they wish life in their community would return to normalcy. With no pipe-borne water and electricity, you'd think that it's back to the primitive way of living for the people of Petit Savan. This man to my back here, he never left the community, but his two sisters and brother, who live in close proximity to each other, have since left and are being accommodated at Granby. I'm here with Mr. Rufus Antoine, a man who had some big plans for the community. He was actually in the process of setting up a theater downstairs of his home. Mr. Antoine owned a shop. He's also a farmer as well as a former driver for the Dominica Essential Oils and Spices. Now, Mr. Antoine, what's going on with you now?
Well, as I wrote on my boss, no comment, but as is the first person that came to me and asked me that question. Well, right now, I don't know what to do. I haven't got shop, I haven't got garden. The plan I had, finished. You see, I have my cutlass feeding by my home, some coffee they are harvesting. Is on it I live in. You
and your wife had to be evacuated
yes.
After the storm.
Yes.
Now you've returned here. Why did you return?
Well, why I returned, I come and we cannot buy everything in town. No money. And I have my garden, I have my plantation here. We have everything, so I cannot stay in town.
Mr. Antoine, tell me about your plan for the community theater that's downstairs of your house.
Well, I have no plan where I'm going to put it. I don't know. I myself don't know what to do.
You had equipment there, it's already set up?
Yes, all the equipment is right there.
This would have been some sort of income for you?
Yes.
You would have charged people to
Yes.
Jared Laura is part of a special committee that was formed post-Tropical Storm Erica. Now, Mr. Laura, what is happening with this committee?
The first meeting we had around 2 meetings with the panel rep. They tell us they would give us form, we would choose any area in Dominica we want to live. They give us form, some people fill the form. No, I believe 3/4 of the villagers don't want to go Bellevue. You have a couple of them that want to go Bellevue. But 3/4 of the villagers don't want to go Bellevue because they finding that Bellevue is not the correct place for them to go. I could tell you the kind of frustration the people have in town. And a lot of the people, if their children wasn't going school in town, they would be living here. Remember, it's not easy, because you have all your little asset, all everything you have in Petit Savannah. We have how many belief field that is well ready to harvest. And none of us cannot do it because the road is bad. One still we have there is now I trying to see if I can put one here for us to boil our belief. I have to fill up belief, nothing happened to them. Oil selling $55 a pound, I'm making the 2 field every 2 years, I'm making $16,000. Oil is selling $90 now. That's about $50,000 I have in my field.
The road to the village is risky and terrain in the area still saturated. The landslides and heavy rain during Storm Erica triggered the formation of streams flowing through the village. This serves as a source of water, while battery-powered lamps and flashlights are the residents' source of light. Petit Savannah residents say the August 2015 storm claimed 19 lives in the community. Idona John Baptist, Channel 5 News.
In other developments, the agriculture sector in Dominica is continuing to benefit from developmental programs initiated by a regional organization. The Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute, CARDI, aims to contribute to agricultural development by conducting research and by exposing farmers and other persons involved in agriculture to appropriate technologies. Dominica is poised to benefit from other CARDI projects due to come on stream soon.
CARDI, of course, has been increasingly active in Dominica. We have been involved and will be involved in a number of other initiatives, particularly over the last 6 years. And even before that, we've been involved in the development of the root and tuber industry in general, and in particular, sweet potatoes and dasheen. But in addition, we've done work with hot pepper. At the moment, we are conducting a program which targets the resuscitation of the coconut industry in 9 countries in the region, and Dominica is one of the countries. Under the agricultural policy program, we are doing some work in roots and tubers again, dasheen and sweet potatoes.
CARDI has played an instrumental role in helping Dominica combat the black sigatoka disease, which affects banana and plantain crops. The institution is also aware of the importance of climate-smart agriculture in light of global warming and its effects on Caribbean countries.
We are also going to start a project that addresses climate change. That is under the regional track of the pilot program for climate resilience. And that is about to start. Under the Common Fund for Commodities, again, we did work on yams, sweet potatoes, and dasheen, and cassava. With the CDB, we're being involved with the bananas and plantains, in particular addressing the issue of black sigatoka, and a number of initiatives on the CARDI fund. So you could see CARDI has been fairly, I would say, more than fairly active over the last 6-7 years.
CARDI, which was established in 1975, also strives for market intelligence and sharing of information with respect to the demand and supply of agricultural commodities. Coming up, the police wants to see a change of attitude towards some traffic signs recently erected in the city.
786 Universal Elegance, the Muslim Store, the place to get what you need.
The Muslim Store, la place où trouver votre bonheur.
The Muslim Store, 在这个地方你能找到你所有需要的
appliances, televisions, computers, phones, watches, jewelry.
The Muslim Store, su centro de equipos electrodomésticos.
Muslim Store, ini tout ça que besoin de faire.
The Muslim Store, your appliance center.
Are you frustrated with the constant repairs made to your rental apartment? Congratulations! You have decided that 2016 is the year to own your home. Let NPD help you turn your dream into reality with our new low rate, terms to fit almost any budget, and mortgage specialists to give you expert guidance. Plus, we'll help you furnish your new home. Get a chance to win $1,000 every month. Or better yet, win our grand prize of $5,000 to create your dream room. Say goodbye to renting and visit NBD or call us now at 255-2337 and make NBD the home of your mortgage. Offer open to new mortgages, mortgage transfers, and refinancing. Promotion ends June 30, 2016. Terms and conditions apply. NBD, your partner, your bank.
I love family traditions, don't you? The fun you have when you're all together, preparing a meal that you'll all enjoy. Having the right kitchen appliances help bring it all together. And you can find them at Quartz. Appliances that give you more, fridges that keep food fresher, stoves that cook meals better. At Quartz, you get the world's best brands at the best prices. I love that, and you will too. For small and large kitchen appliances, Quartz, bringing value home.
Thanks for staying with us. Dominica is taking steps to benefit from the lucrative faith-based tourism industry.
The idea was pursued by Roman Catholic priest Franklin Coffey when he visited the Holy Land almost 17 years ago.
When I got to the Holy Land, I realized there were 500 of us from the Caribbean. And I said to myself, why did we have to pay so much money, between $8,000 to $10,000, to go that far to pray? Of course, it's more than that, the biblical site and so on. It's once in a lifetime. But I say with the experience that I had in Jerusalem, I say, well, we can have that in Dominica as well. From the research and so on, religious tourism is big business. It's a market of over 300 million people. 45% of Americans who travel for religious purposes.
Dominican Cardinal Kelvin Felix, former Archbishop of Castries, who in 2014 was the first from the English-speaking Caribbean to become a cardinal in the Roman Catholic Church, will celebrate his 60th anniversary of ordination to the priesthood on Sunday, 17th April. Visitors from around the region and the world are expected on island for the event. Coffey says there is a lot Dominica has to offer by way of faith-based tourism.
As we speak, there are a group of people building the top of the Berean church. Okay, so Americans come here to build. So there are a lot of activities, weddings. People come travel for weddings and so on. In fact, right now we have the grotto in Soufrière, which is also a historical place. Even artifacts of the Caribs were discovered in that cave. But even the hot water, the sulfur springs that we have in Soufrière, healing water, our sulfur water, which people pay a lot of money for. And I think we are not doing as well as we could do in Dominica for our tourism. And I think that would be a niche that we can focus on.
Coffey also commended government for its support of this initiative.
Dominicans are being urged to take advantage of opportunities to further their learning in an effort to increase the number of people from the Eastern Caribbean with tertiary level education.
Principal of the UE Open Campus says the institution offers several online courses as part of its mandate to bring education to the people.
The Open Campus's role is to take the University of the West Indies to the people wherever they are. So the Open Campus's role has expanded over time. Our new Vice Chancellor speaks about in his new strategic vision that the university must have what he calls a AAA vision. And the first A is access. The second A is alertness to opportunities that abound. And the third A is agility, the ability to respond to these opportunities.
Longsworth says UE aims to reverse the trend of low numbers of Caribbean students who have access to university education.
Now, the truth is that we are in an educational crisis in the Caribbean. The English-speaking Caribbean, by all of the statistics, is at the bottom of the pile when it comes to the number of persons of the eligible age cohort being registered in tertiary education. In the Eastern Caribbean, those figures are even lower. and in the windwards even lower. But what it has energized us to do is to find ways using the new technologies to ensure that we can provide access to persons who need a tertiary education.
The UE Open Campus was established in 2008 and in the past year created 21 new online programs through funding by the Canadian government. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
The public is being called upon to help the Dominica Police Force to prevent the destruction of recently erected traffic signs in the city.
Earlier this year, the Traffic Department undertook the task of erecting no parking signs on certain streets in the city. This was in an effort to reduce traffic congestion and to facilitate ease of movement of emergency vehicles. However, within a short space of time, a few of the signs have already been damaged.
I can speak to two signs. One on Bath Road, and there was another damaged sign at Kennedy Avenue that is close to the Muslim store. It was a slight damage. The officers replaced the sign so far, but it is very costly to put the signs. We have employed some persons to erect the poles and signs, and even the paint. Everything is a cost, and it's government property. So we need people to respect government property.
Coffey says the public can help the police stop those damaging government property.
I would really like to ask the public to be vigilant in that regard. We are trying our best, as I said, to ease the traffic in the city. I would like the public, if anyone come across somebody even attempting to damage the sign, please feel free to notify us, call the police, and let me just say it's an offense to really damage the state property, and if someone is found doing such act, which is a criminal act, that person or persons will be dealt with accordingly.
Coffey also addressed the query of painting no parking signs on the roads.
We just feel it's more durable to put the signs on the poles, because from time to time you have bad weather and stuff like that. You may have to do more spending in terms of buying paint. So if it's on the pole, it can last a little longer than being on the road. I must say though, we are investigating the two signs that were damaged. We have our suspicion, and we would like the people to know, the persons involved to know that we'll be visiting them, we'll be coming at them, because they have committed an offense, and no one is above the law.
That's news. Your sports highlights is next. First up, we move to Bathurst State for the opening of the FIFA Referees Advanced course. President of the Dominica Football Association, Glenn Etienne, says the DFA is committed to improving the quality of refereeing locally. He comments as Dominica's football governing body enters its 7th year of facilitating the FIFA certified training sessions.
We in the DFA stands ready to assist referees in their development. Hence the reason why we have staged a referees course every year over the last 6 to 7 years. We understand that referees play an integral role in the development of football, so we value the service that referees provide. For the year 2015, the DFA spent a total of $112,000 solely on referees and refereeing-related activities. This is a huge sum which speaks to our continued commitment.
Meantime, President of the Dominica Football Referees Association, Neron Williams, is calling on referees to make use of the information they gain at the sessions. Williams is concerned about the trend of referees not putting into good use the knowledge and skills acquired during the training sessions.
The disappointing thing is that over the years when we have these courses, we always have like a full house, 30, even 35 at times, and then we do not see these people, some of these people come back and refereeing the national leagues. So this is very disturbing, I think. When you get that level of information, that level of training, it would be beneficial to football, because you got it for football, to come and assist in the national leagues, or even in the off-season leagues, in the village leagues. But we see these people come to the courses, and then we never see them on the field of play, or we never see them at one of our trainings, at one of our meetings, and then come the following season, they're back at the course. Participants of the course this year, I hope that they will take refereeing seriously. We are over the years, we have been basically in a struggle to recruit and train members, or to get new members into the fold. So we hope that these people, particularly young ones, will stick around. We are committed to working with them and providing all that is necessary, so that we could develop a very good cadre of referees to serve our leagues here.
And in the All-Island League, Delton United and Wayne George Academy will do battle at the Newtown playing field on Thursday from 6 p.m. On to the Indian Premier League. Mumbai Indians defeated Kolkata Riders by 6 wickets with 5 balls remaining on Wednesday. Gautam Gambhir scored 64 for Riders, with Manish Pandey and Andre Russell assisting with 52 and 36 respectively. Riders ended on 187 for 5. Indians in reply were 188 for 4. Rohit Sharma top scored with 84, while Jos Buttler chipped in with 41. Andre Russell took 1 for 52 for Riders. In sports division games, Home Advantage favored Pierre Charles Secondary girls as they had Portsmouth Secondary under their heel for a 67-point defeat. Kashmir Luke scored 30 points and Kaylee Clark 28 to help bring PCSS to 84. However, the visitors from the north could only manage 17 points as Verdi Fountain chipped in with 8. Meantime, on Thursday, the boys will have their final round of play as the Dominica State College and St. Mary's Academy clash for the 2016 Sports Division Under-20 Boys Basketball Championships. The game begins at 3 p.m. at the DGS Hard Court. Still in basketball, 2 games are scheduled in Thursday's edition of the 2016 Flow DABA League. At 7, the Honorable Kelva Daru and his team, the Hurricanes, will come up against Tigers. Then at 9, Detroit Blazers will clash with Elijah Law Chambers Thunderers in an electrifying match. All the action is down for play for Lindo Park. Back to sports division games for primary school basketball. The Bellevue Primary finished first, defeating W.S. Stevens in the finals 18-12. Last year's champions, W.S. Stevens, came in second, Mount Prosper third when they defeated Savonpai 10-8, and Savonpai Primary secured 4th place. And finally, in the NBD Girls Football Championships, Salisbury Primary topped the games with 5 points, Goodwill and Maho next with 4. However, Goodwill Primary has a better average in goals with 5 goals and 1 against them, while Maho has 5 goals and 4 against them. The competition continues on Tuesday. That's all the sports for now. Do join us again next time. It's time now for Flashback.
Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris, welcoming you to another edition of Flashback. In recent times, our country has been rocked by allegations of inappropriate behavior against a minor by public figures in positions of influence. And this is just what we are aware of. In education, just recently, Prime Minister Skerrit charged the former school principal and Minister of Government Gloria Shillingford with investigating why so many students are dropping out of school. Young girls have also been sexually exploited, and the crime in some cases recorded and distributed by phone. So in recent times, we've had our share of unflattering incidents involving our young people. There was a time in the 90s when education officials and school principals came together to deal with a laundry list of issues affecting school children.
A grim and frightening depiction of Dominican schools in the 90s was presented today by Education Officer Josephine Josephs. She says that every day school principals are having to find instant solutions to horrific problems.
Dropouts due to pregnancy, contrary to some reports, are on the increase. Sexual promiscuity among our most vulnerable ones, our 11 to 15-year-olds, is so rampant that the indulgence in these acts is in fact turning into sex orgies. Incest is destroying the psyche of many of our young girls who are afraid to speak out for fear of being thrown out of the homes that should protect them. More and more parents are abdicating their responsibility for bringing up their children and are pulling out siblings from schools to take care of the others.
The question is, to what extent we as a country have made headway in terms of addressing these issues? Well, Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine points to a number of measures implemented since the 90s which are making a difference. Among them, universal secondary education introduced in 2005, which means many more of our children are in school. Also, the Child-Friendly Schools Initiative since 2009. Under that program, a lot of work has been done with students in an effort to prevent and eradicate deviant behavior among students. And this has been another Flashback. I am Julian Morris, thanking you for joining us and inviting you to join us again next time for another Flashback.
Your weather report is next.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to tonight's weather broadcast. I will be your presenter for this evening, Farah Rock Korea. Today, a trough system was a dominant feature and it produced generally cloudy skies across most of the Windward Islands and also across the leewards. We move on now to some earlier visible satellite imagery, and what it showed is clouds associated with the trough system across Guadeloupe, Dominique, and also Martinique. Earlier radar imagery indicated shower activity associated with the trough system, concentrated mainly across the central portion of Lesser Antilles with some showers to the east, which may affect the islands later this evening into tonight. The weather tonight is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with scattered showers. The weather tomorrow, however, will be mostly cloudy with scattered showers, mainly during the morning period. Residents in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks, please do exercise caution. The marine conditions for tomorrow, slight to moderate, and waves are expected to be up to 5 feet. The weather for the next 3 days. Tomorrow, Thursday, mostly cloudy with scattered showers in the early morning period, and a temporary improvement is expected Friday into Saturday. Partly cloudy skies with some scattered showers can be expected. The Caribbean weather for tomorrow, a trough system again will be the dominant feature, therefore generally cloudy skies with some showers are expected across most of the islands of Lesser Antilles. On the international scene, beautiful clear skies for New York and Beijing, partly cloudy skies for Miami and Caracas, and some cloudy skies with some rain is expected for London. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:51 a.m. and will set at 6:20 p.m. Feel free to visit our website at weather.gov.dm or call the weather hotline at 447-5555. Join us tomorrow evening for our next weather broadcast. Thank you.
To end the news, the headlines again. Police discover new evidence at a location in Newfoundland where skeletal remains were found this week. One man arrested in connection with Tuesday's armed robbery in Goodwill, and a Catholic priest believes Dominica could benefit from faith-based tourism. Feel free to contact us at news@MarpinNewsApril13th2k16. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube page. On behalf of the production team, I am Kenny Williams. To our viewers around the world, thanks for watching. Join us again tomorrow.